Yeah, that's right. Imbue Herald Rogue was actually played to the #1 legend spot, which is absolutely crazy to think about. All this just absurd, a random generation with the Heralds from Sinestra, the Imbue hero power giving you a bunch of totally random garbage sometimes, but then also like insane results other time, as you're gonna see in this video. Man, it is really hit or miss for sure, but ultimately it's kind of a thief rogue, Burgle rogue vein of play, and it's also a #1 legend deck, which I didn't think we'd ever actually see. Now, does that naturally translate to being good for you or good at all ranks? No, of course not. Sometimes, you know, that really high legend meta is so narrow and focused, you can kind of get away with different stuff. You're probably going to be better off climbing with some variety of a bubble paladin, either aggro or more mid-rangey dragon warrior, spell demon hunter. Those are all the tier 1 decks right now in Hearthstone. That said, though, you know, if you learn this deck, you master it, there might be a little opportunity here to not only have a lot of fun, because this deck is just crazy with all the random stuff that you do, but also win some games. And I did have a bit of a rough start with this deck, but then I felt like I finally started figuring things out, and ultimately ended up with a 6-3 run myself. So climbed a little bit with this one, and certainly had a lot of fun along the way, as you're about to see. Yeah, jagged edge of time. I mean, dude, it's crazy the 1-drops have such bad mulligan win rates. I just like Agent of the Old Ones to me, man. I don't know. I just feel like I never ever want to play it. I think I get too attached to my cards, right? Of course, sometimes the tempo is just going to be more valuable. Glacial Shard, honestly, for tempo here, yeah. I know it can die to like Static Shock and stuff pretty freely, but I don't want like a bunch of Imbue dudes just getting out way ahead of me here. By the way, Kingslayer's signature looks so sick. I did not actually realize when I first played this that I had all these. When you get Corona, you know, they all come signature, which is pretty cool. Does that mean the opponent's King Lane, when it must be signature, right? I haven't even noticed. I've seen people play it, but I didn't even think to look. All right, yeah, this is fine. Either way, this trade goes fine for us. Garona. All right, I will probably happily tempo a Garona, I think. I don't necessarily care. I mean, you know, it's a great bonus if we hit it. I think ultimately Garona might just be worth running in decks like these, because you say, hey, I just like having 29 cards in my deck, right? Like, it's just my deck is smaller. And I get a card that just draws me a bunch of stuff. Like, you know, it draws me all my big, awesome things. I get Ultraxian, Deathwing, etc. Yeah, let's what is happening? Well, I got some weird little DCs today. I think we go ahead and pop these, right? They're really fine. It's just little 2/2s. I got a Jagged Edge of Time if I want to play it next turn with the button. We've got Corona. If they want to go ahead and play a King Lane on turn 3, like, be my guest, right? Beauty and the Beast that sucker, because I like that phrase. Be my guest, be my guest. Like, I don't care, right? If you want to sacrifice that much tempo, go for it. I'm happy. We'll do that all day. All right, so this is probably still actually just Jagged Edge of Time plus button. Flashback prep on there too seems like a nice little bonus as well. This guy's gonna die to the trade either way, so we take 1, give him 2. This is very unlikely to be playable, but we will take it. Do I take it? We've got Sinestra, we've got Garona, can fill a turn. Yeah, against Shaman, I think we take it. Dude, I'm getting these weird little micro DCs where it's taking forever for stuff to process. It's crazy. I think we can. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Every time I play a card, it like lags out. This is unusual for me. Wow, good hits actually. I forgot about Argent Squire, dude. I love Argent Squire. This card is just, oh man, I'm getting like nostalgia hits right now. This is crazy. Just a sick art, like, forgot this card existed in my brain. Like, man, what a cool card. Oh, I just, like, Righteous Protector took that spot in my brain, I think, you know? I only have room for one mana, 1/1 Divine Shield. What a great card. Oh, I miss Argent Squire. Sometimes, you know, I don't know that we'd really have fun playing classic Hearthstone these days, which apparently people didn't, because classic Hearthstone didn't really take off that much. Some people did, I'm sure, but not many. But it would be nice to just be able to teleport back in time and experience it with totally fresh eyes again. I maintain that like it would still be fun to play Hearthstone with for the first time with like simpler effects, even in like, you know, of course, other card, like assuming you had played other card games in the meantime, right? Like you've already played Marvel Snap, you've already played Legends of Runeterra, whatever, Magic the Gathering Arena, right? I think it would still be fun to play even simpler Hearthstone in a future era. If that, like, I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, but like even within the context of the modern card games, I still think it'd be pretty fun. Chrono Daggers are fast forward. I think I'm liking fast forward. I'm feeling a little light on stuff to do, I think. So, I think I like that. Do we just take the Runed Orb here again? I'm realizing, by the way, why didn't I trade first and then maybe I know something I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna find another answer to this. Like 3 beasts or undead seems very difficult for us. Shaladrisil and ambush predators. There is just no way that's gonna be good, right? I mean, shadow spells aren't like crazy for us, right? But I just don't see how that's ever gonna be a useful thing we do. I'm gonna dig for better. I don't think that's good right now. Would have been interesting to think about last turn maybe, but all right, let's do this. I'm gonna go ahead and trade off the librarian to great ordering here. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's not totally crazy, by the way, to pop the egg with a spell and then just see what you find, right? But I think probably still better to hit the minion first. Just take that safe, guaranteed result, you know? Hey, this actually is gonna get a decent buff. Rust Rot for the hammer. It does kind of like speed up the hammer a little bit, right? But I like Glacial Shard plus air here, and then, you know, just hit the button. No. 0 or a better card, I think, is the result here. Wow, that could be a cool card, actually. Prep is insane with that, so it could be nice. We're just gonna bank this Rust Rot for a minute here. Opponent has a million cards in hand. They just spent so much time drawing, which I don't really mind too much, right? That gives me a lot of kind of time to figure things out. We need at least one more Herald, I think, to make Sinestro interesting, and probably even more than that. Garona, you know, like Garona's becoming interesting now. If we put them to 14, like we don't really have a lethal setup or anything, but like you can kind of see it, you know, see it materializing. Okay, this actually is probably a good time for Brawl. Just go Rite of Twilight here. Do you use it on the Muradin and then just trade it off? Probably, because this is a safer trade for you. Probably, right? Yeah, I think that's okay. We can kill the 1/2 with our face. Yeah, that's gonna give me an extra animal companion. That's so sick, actually. If we get a Huffer, it can change our trading too. Talon draws an Ultraxion. That's not bad, actually. Divine Shield too, pretty annoying to deal with all the... Oh man, no rush, no bonuses here. Anything good on this? Hook Fist? We do have ways to attack. Yeah, I think a Hook Fist is gonna be fine. All right, dude, really monster board off this Brawl, dude. And I love freaking Brawl. Yeah, really monster board, dude. This is great work. Sinestro now is also probably playable, but you know, more spare mana would still, of course, be helpful. We haven't really banked a lot of cards because we've been using them to activate stuff like Brawl, of course. Currently, no attack. I mean, what if the opponent equips the weapon right now for Rust Rot? Like, do we even care? They're just gonna die, right? They go for Ultraxion instead. So this would be an insane Garona, dude, if it hit. Like, does Garona hit here? It's lethal if it does, because we have 12, 15, 16. They have this card from Kingslayers that they haven't played. I think you gotta go for it, right? Because even if it misses, you're not in a bad spot here. You're still in a decent spot. You do just miss out on your Ultraxions all, but like lethal's worth a shot, right? Right. Man. Not right. Do you go fast forward here for a dude, or do you just try to push a little more tempo again? I think you got to push a little more tempo again, right? Trade happens first, but I think these two still go into that, don't they? Well, let's start here, actually, I guess. Dude, the dodo. Probably not right. We're too high health, but it's pretty cool. Wow. Okay, glad we checked. That's pretty sweet. Now we just get to hit face even harder. Nice. Yeah, I mean, obviously this can die, but with like 3 taunts on board and a just mountain of other problems, decent chance it lives, and we'll just solve this problem later, right? That is absolutely fine. What a great minion result. I had kind of a soft start with this deck. Like I was like winning, losing, and it just like I wasn't feeling it. But I don't know if I've gotten better at playing it or just hit a good stretch of variance. But this last little batch, I felt really good about this deck. Actually, it's been pretty amazing. It's putting together some really nice turns. I'd say it's just one of those decks that's like very susceptible to variance, right? Where some games it feels like you're hitting, and some games it feels like you're missing. Still wonder if these mean anything secretly. Do these have secret meanings, guys? I don't know. Avatar form is actually pretty good. You have a good follow-up on it. Like, can you kill the 2/4? Can you kill the 3/2? Maybe the lightning storm is in this deck sometimes, which still actually would not kill our 2/4, so that'd be okay. Wow, yeah, not the strongest turn still. We've got 7 damage on board. They are not dead, but they've decided that the game is effectively over. Yeah, okay, nice, dude. That was a good win. Wasn't 100% locked in yet, but I think a lot of small choices there led up to some good results. Yeah, and just like good little hits off Imbue here and there too. All right, yeah, love this. I mean, honestly, I just love all this. Yeah, you can see we're green all over, man. I'm gonna have some tough decisions on what to play first, but if there's something to hit, we definitely go here. Honestly, you might even just coin your Bitter Bloom anyway. Let's just see if they play anything on turn 1, because this is also a fine coin result if we have stuff to hit. I think I might actually hit Legend this month, by the way. I don't usually play enough to actually just ever do it, but I think I don't know. I got like I played off stream a little bit. I say off stream. I don't ever stream. Off video, I played a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and go for the coin Bitter Bloom. Yeah. I was like, there was a little bit of a lag or DC or something there. I was like, did I forget how to play? Nope. Okay. Anyway, I've been playing. I played a little bit more off. Like I'm already plat, which is, you know, normally it takes me 3 weeks to get to plat, and we're only 10 days into the month. So I think, again, none of these things are, I'm not saying these are difficult or triumphs, of course, just I don't normally ever play enough. Like normally every game I play, almost, you guys see in videos, maybe, you know, 1 or 2 here or there out of the edit, just to get the video the right length. But you probably see 90% of the games I play in videos. And unfortunately, like last month, most of those were on the theory crafting event, right? Like I didn't even play on real live. This is a perfect target for this. We'll play the top deck one. That's great. Both Heralds and Imbues are rocking. No, I mean, we might as well wait, right? We might as well just try to get more value out of this. Honestly, could be good next turn. I could play a Murloc. I think Jagged Edge of Time is going to be tough to not do, though. That looks pretty perfect as well. Although Submerged Map Rite of Twilight button is also pretty reasonable turn, because you still develop a body. You generate some resources. I don't really care about getting an extra Murloc ultimately either, so I think I am going to do that. Just use this as a combo activator, right? Summon a copy of this with Kindred, like that's probably okay. I mean, it's very expensive. Maybe just Gnawing Greenfin is another cheap activator for combos and stuff later. Something just weave into a turn. Yeah, I think that's probably just still better. All right, so let's do all this. Looks good, looks good. Arcane Intellect, I'll take. I feel like sometimes I'm light on resources in this deck. Whenever you draw a card, summon a 1/1 demon with Rush for 3. Yeah, I might play that next turn, to be honest. Play this plus hero power again. Looks pretty good. You don't love hero powering, like, you know, before all the imbues in your hand are played, in theory, right? But maybe it's just for that reason jagged into this, but you love tempo, man. You just love bodies, you know? I think this is fine. It creates some pressure for them to deal with it, too. Whoa! 8 cost Dread Leviathan. I really want to play it. I don't think it's the right thing to do right now. I don't care. I'm keeping it, dude. I want to play it. Like, we're definitely looking more like the aggressor this matchup, so I don't really want to get to a point where I'm playing an 8 cost card the way this game's currently unfolding, but I don't really care. I want to play it. Is this gonna be leech stuff? Wild Pyro into Morbid Swarm. Wow, great efficient clear there. That's beautiful, actually. You don't normally use your Wild Pyros like that in this matchup, but that's sick. Yeah, probably go Jagged Button Greenfin here. I don't think you need a Glacial Shard right now, do you? We're probably just gonna hit the Wild Pyro. Whoa! 6 cost Tyrion! Oh my god, I gotta keep it, dude. I don't care. I don't care. We're getting so much stuff right now. Tyrion is like at 6 cost, definitely in the middle of a, you know, late game versus kind of aggressive card, you know. This would be played at 6, right? For sure this would be played at 6, right? Right? Am I coping? I think it would. I'm pretty sure. Ooh, Fellfire Blaze will probably just hit with our weapon, right? Kindred, give your other minions rush. Bro, that's kind of great. Is this combo? No. We don't have to go Tyrion right now. I kind of like that this is currently Kindreded and we can use it with our stuff here, right? Like go Bitter Bloom, then Button, then go Firegill if we get something that's 1 or less. You've also got Glacial Shard in the mix. Random Beast, yes! All day I'll keep this, dude. I don't care if it's only a 2-3. That's not a problem. All day, man. This is a sick play, man. This is so sick. Don't really have to go weapon, by the way. Like, just thinking, do we ever deal with killing the Eltraxian or not this turn? Or, you know, like, even look at it. Funny, you know? I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to just, like, take upside. Like, do I want to push face because I got the Tyrion? Like, I can still use the weapon next turn, right? We've also got the Dread Leviathan now opened up next turn. But I think, like, Tyrion plus Button seems pretty hard to pass up. Herald does not hit their Altraxian, so we still gotta solve that problem. I mean, isn't it just Dread Leviathan on Altraxian here? I hate losing the Button. Again, like, Tyrion's still pretty good, I guess. Mage Secret, Hunter Secret. When a friendly minion dies the turn after being played, that's a Tyrion play all day, right? Explosive Rune's also not really a problem here. So yeah, this is Tyrion all day. Forgot to hit the button first, but I don't think it ever changes anything, right? I don't think we want to overload that. I also might just get something bigger that's still playable this turn. I don't. Oasis Ally, Flames of Infinity. Again, infinity damage doesn't really hurt. Ice Barrier, Counterspell. I'm just going to go face on this one because I don't want to trigger an Oasis Ally. Okay, so we don't know yet. I'm gonna get, they know I'm getting another Tyrion though, right? Like, they saw Untimely Death, so it actually might be Oasis Ally. For Counterspell, we could maybe throw in a Flashback. This is gonna draw me Deathwing and either Altraxian or Sinestra, both of which are, I guess, pretty good. We're not very heralded though, right? We're only, I guess we played Double Rite of Twilight. That's not a bad herald line. Honestly, that's okay. They might wait a turn to kill, this is what I'm getting at, so that they don't proc the Untimely Death. But then, you know, we've also got maybe the Dread Leviathan, which isn't quite as good. Dude, they are almost dead. I can just currently kill them with a Tyrion, it looks like. Because Dread Leviathan can just push through the taunt and then go face for 8. Yeah, okay. Targeting, don't be weird. Targeting, don't be weird. Nice. It was pretty brave to rely on just that taunt. I mean, I didn't even need this, right? Maybe did Eventuality also get me through? Maybe not quite. All right, dude, that was a great win. Just generated hit after hit with Imbue there. That was cool. All right. Honestly, yeah, I'm just not, I don't know, Agent of the Old Ones, the data, or at least the Mulligan guy here does not support the keep. I don't like the card. I just don't know, man. I don't know. So against Warrior, what are we looking at here? Potentially Dragon Warrior, probably the most likely Warrior opponent to face. Worth a coin, Bitter Bloom on this, or just a chill? Glacial Shard tempo might be worth it against Dragon Warrior, just to get a body in early. A little initiative here on trades. We'll see, I guess. It is indeed Dragon Warrior. Weapon locked up here is kind of helpful, right? But also kind of not. Do you go for another Glacial Shard here? Kind of breaks your next turn because we don't currently have a great turn 3. I mean, obviously the button can fix that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna do this anyway. See how we feel about it. I'm going all in with these Glacial Shards, dude. Funny how much the freeze does make a big impact on board, though. Denying that face upside. So turn 3, like we said, right now looks like just button. We need to find Jagged Edge of Time, maybe. And I'm sure that's that good if they're not developing much here. Unlikely they play a minion off this Dark Gift, right? Flashback button I can actually live with, even if we don't combo it. That's okay. Gnome Feratu, nah, just not likely to be super relevant. I'd rather just go for the flashback, get something for later, right? Just maintain this tempo advantage. Hey, nice, dude. We're really shutting down their weapon a lot. That's actually so sick. Do we have any pirates? I don't think so, despite being a rogue deck. It seems I don't think so. A lot of dragons and stuff. Some non-typed. Is he a pirate? The Royal Librarian. He kind of has pirate vibes. I can see him. He's like, this is his day job. He's a pirate at night, you know. Just puts on a patch. Do we go Keeper of Flame? These aren't exactly the easiest minions to play, right? Like, that's part of that consideration. Not exactly the easiest to play. Rush guy, clearing my taunt. I just need, you know... this would be like a turn 6. Librarian, again, like, I just don't think we're going to be playing the Librarian. I just like getting a 5/5 down, though, I think. We can just, you know, tempo Garona, whatever. She's just going to be big, so... I think, you know, just playing tempo guys here is really the way to go. If we lose the Librarian, so be it. I just want bodies in play here. So next turn's probably button Garona. Who knows? Maybe it hits. We don't really care too much if it does, but maybe it hits. Turn after is Eventuality Dreamweaver. Don't hit the dude. Nice. Really nice. They have another rush guy, though? They do. Man, this card's so good. Don't hit the guy. Don't hit the guy. Nice! So you either have to take 5 or lose a dude. I would certainly take 5 against a deck that's playing Garona. Because you're going to kind of, you know, like, all the damage you take is sort of halved anyway. And then, you know, it's more valuable on board. Like we said, button Garona, I think, is chill. Ooh, I might... not really thinking so much about the ignoring taunt aspect. I'm just thinking, you know, like a 3/5 charge seems pretty okay. I think I might just keep that. Garona! Hit Garona! You missed. So next turn, like we said, I think is Eventuality Dreamweaver. That's going to be another big tempo push. Hopefully we have something good to hit. If not, I think we still do it anyway, but hopefully there's a good target. Like, these are perfect. Maybe this is just still chilling on board for next turn. Nope. Oh, nice. There's another one. Okay. How many of these do you freaking have, dude? I didn't even realize one of them was dark gifted. Jeez. Kind of perfect, though, for us, at least. I don't think you prioritize that because it's, you know, I could maybe deal 2 to it because I don't really care about the damage, you know, like clean this up with a cane or something later. I just care more about the swing on board here. A 1/2 that offers another 1/1, you know, that's kind of a 2/3. It's less threatening right now. So we lose our librarian, but you know, we're in a better spot than I think we could be against Dragon Warrior, right? Like you can fall behind on tempo crazy hard. Dragon Imbue Warrior specifically. The Prescient Slither Drake. Currently we're gonna have to trade into that, I guess. It's gonna have 9, so we can use either Jagged or Cane. Taking 7 off of it doesn't feel great, but we do have life steal on our guy, so we can heal it back as long as we attack face first. Ah, the Rust Rod Viper. I think we might just use that, honestly. It's not like fancy, right? But I think it's okay. Again, just kind of prioritizing tempo. I mean, I'll hit I guess I should hit button 2, so I might get a rush minion or something. 4 or more attack. I mean, that's probably not happening. I don't think I don't know, man. A 1-mana 3/4 taunt though might just be fine. I think I'm gonna keep it. I might not be greedy enough in general with my freaking I don't know. Do I really want the Rust Rod, or do I just play the Cane to kill this? I think you just play the Cane, right? I don't know. The Rust Rod's not really important, and we could catch it on the next one maybe, or just trade it off too for something better. I don't know. I might not be greedy enough on my rewinds, but it's one of those where it's just like I've seen it just completely fail so many times that you think to yourself like, no, I gotta take anything that's halfway decent, you know? Anything decent. So I can deal 6 to the Slither Drake here again. Doesn't actually seem very good though, does it? Any way to buff this guy? This is 4, 6, 7. Herald is not gonna be ready yet. Oh no, he said 6, 7. He did the thing. Dude, you know what? Nithendra's pretty legit. I'm just gonna keep that. That's big dude. Yes, do you maybe just hit the Soldier of Ragnaros here? Any rush minions on this? Oh. Like in a weird way, having all these extra dudes kind of hurts us, right? Like it's not actually helpful. Slither Drake, hopefully we clean up later with a smaller guy. I kind of hate taking this trade with the Cane. Dude's also a 3/4, so I could value trade it twice, but maybe like weapon hit and Cane hit. I don't think that feels good either. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is okay. I just think removing board space here actually has some relevance for Nithendra's sake, right? I'm more interested ultimately in the 7/7 body of Nithendra, but you know, having 4 dudes left behind could actually be pretty relevant, honestly. So I'm worried about like Ragnaros soon. I don't really have answers to most of that yet. I need to find like my good cards. Like we are just constantly out of resources in this deck, which is crazy for a deck that like generates resources, you know? I just feel like I'm always out of stuff to do. So King Lane, dude, that was in hand. What turn was that? Turn 8 maybe, it looks like? No, I don't know. That was, man, when did I play Ravonna? Like turn 5, 6? Man. But you know, I don't mind them spending 3 mana to just cycle. That's totally okay. This is gonna be an important turn because like it seems like we could maybe finish this turn ahead on board and then start kind of dictating some pressure, which would be nice, but I need strong follow-ups. You know, I don't have any Herald stuff going. My Imbue is honestly still kind of not great. 3 discount is fine, I would say. Dealing 8 to random enemies seems terrifying. They don't hit the Nithendra at all, so we're gonna get a value trade there. Rite of Twilight, like, kind of shaky. Like, what do you even hit? You know, maybe just Envoy, hit with face. So you probably just commit to this. Maybe button first, just to see. Spell damage +1 is insane. That just gives me the clean kill on the 8/4 maybe, but you really want to kill that last, I guess. So yeah, actually, we'll just kill that with the dudes. They both died of both of these trades anyway, right? So that doesn't really change anything. So we'll just hit this. Earthen Roar. Well, okay, that helps too, I guess. Now we get to save a dude. We can do this to maybe Herald again. I don't think either of these makes much difference here. Could have actually killed both guys. Oh, I'm not happy that happened. Dang. I put so many dudes out. Oh, crap. That gives them some like over-the-top outs with Ragnaros and otherwise that I'm not thrilled about, man. Oh, crap. Nithindra has 3 spots here. Like, they just hit me for 6 to the face right now. I could just be dead right now, dude. Oh, that's a really, really lame hit. Oh, I'm really, really annoyed by that. Man, so many bodies on board for that. Jeez. Now they're gonna be on face for 8. Oh my god, I'm just dead to that dragon that deals 5. Wow. That's some hot garbage, dude. 1 in 6 or something? What was it? 1 in 5 maybe? 1 in 6. Well, they're not going totally face. Okay, that's good news, I guess. Hey, Rustrot, we knew you were gonna be worth more upside. I think the big question on Rustrot though is like, would you rather just trade it, you know? I love that they're not thinking about going face despite that. That's really good news, I think. Great trade here, finally. Let's do this. Yeah, I need like Moarg. That seems actually, again, pretty okay. Maybe not great right now, just from a board space standpoint, but... Oh, trigger its death rattle. Fan of knives. I mean, the math is actually kind of helpful, and I just love drawing cards. Okay. I dig it. Yeah. Drawing cards is great. All right. So we rust rot. We hit here. I'm gonna trade these in just from a board space constraint. Oh god dang it, that one can't attack, you moron. Okay, well, I mean the argument about board space I guess technically still kind of holds, but I don't know if that's really gonna be a concern since there's only 2 on the Nithindra right now. It's not really relevant. I do want board space for horror, but I don't know if it's worth throwing away a 1/1. That wasn't exactly what I meant. Okay, we're dodging Ragnaros stuff right now, so we really have started to turn the corner on this, but we need to end the game, you know? Like, I can't let this go for too long. Maniacal Follower again. I want like life gain, dude. Cards that summon minions summon twice as many. I bet that does do something pretty cool with Nithindra actually, but and actually Malignant Horror as well, huh? I don't really think that's worth it though. I just want a big guy. Like, I don't really need an extra dude. I mean, that is a bigger guy, yes, to be fair. I don't know. Not maybe exactly what we wanted though. All right, we're gonna go ahead and play this and this to try to go face a little harder. I guess you could maybe go Malignant Horror as well. Like we said, again, maybe just trade in for some board space here. Just kidding, I turned it to infinite. Just kidding, I didn't actually want to do that anyway. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The perfect execution here is really, you guys are getting a lesson in perfect execution. I mean, this is a pretty great setup either way, right? We're really close to pushing for lethals here. We have 9 and 6 is 15 and 6 is 21 and technically 2, but probably won't be able to attack with Nithindra. So yeah, it does look like we're gonna grind this out. I mean, I don't know, I guess a top deck Ragnaros could still do some crazy stuff here, but we're decently good against that with a slightly wider board. They're still working through this Nithindra though, man, grinding it out. It's crazy. Wow, that going face like gives them, like almost some outs, but they're just dead. Assuming I know how to do math, which I think I do. Not totally sure about that, but I think I do. Looks to me like that about 21. All right, not Not the most glorious win. I never feel like this deck is winning in like glorious ways. It's always just kind of just sort of muscling its way through, I guess. Oh my god, yes. Do we keep a prep? It does seem really crazy with flashback early. Turn it into a coin, I guess. I think you probably just coin Bitter Bloom though, right? Just to get things going. King Lane, we both got the King Lane dropping in. Dude, I have not played Garona in a minute. So I gotta think about like Garona stuff. My brain has not even considered the existence of Garona at all. So how does that all work out? When do we play Garona? Gotta make sure I get the right weapon. Kingslayers versus Jagged Edge of Time. Prep flashback. Whoa! Okay. We just talked about that, by the way. It's really funny. I would still take a prep flashback. Prep eventuality, we also probably take, right? Yeah, I think so, actually. Yeah, you got Jagged to follow up. Just like really putting the heat on here. You're gonna have some big, strong imbues. You've got a pretty good board here. I actually already forgot which one eventuality was between eventuality and Rite of Twilight. I gotta remind myself every time, dude. They both even have like purple. I mean, I guess a lot of road cards have purple. That's not saying much. I don't really know if that's adding a lot to the conversation, but I'll remember. Don't you worry. Shadow of Demise. No good. Okay. So Imbue again. We are already up to 4. Dude, like if we had a random Malorn, we'd be good to go. Garona already just ripped for tempo, man. Just playing the not the Yeti, what is it, the Lost Tail Strider, is that right? The 4-mana 5/4, is that what that's called? I can't remember cards that came out this expansion's name, but I remember all the cards of old. The Lost Tall Strider, not Tail Strider. Oh, I was very close. That makes sense. He's a tall boy, yeah. There's the inverse Yeti, if you will. Yeah, I mean, I think you definitely just hit button here. Hope to find somebody big. I mean, it would be great to get a bigger guy, really. Like, you know, get like a 6-drop or something here that helps me fill out the whole turn. Falric. It's just kind of worse, isn't it? I don't have any cards that spend corpses, I think, obviously, so. Do you tempo a Foxy Fraud? I guess so, man. Yeah, I don't know. We've just really kind of whiffed here, man. Like, I need some card generation. Maybe I went too hard and wasn't hitting button enough on those first few turns, but I don't know. We have ways to make cards thanks to Herald, right? We just haven't done it yet. Thunderquake. Too bad, I guess. Like, this thing's just gonna be the problem here in a second. 2 more minions need to die, so they can awaken this if they trade. Are they gonna want to trade here, though? That I don't know the answer to. I don't know. What do I need to find here, by the way, that's good with Shadow of Demise? I guess like Rite of Twilight for sure, yeah. Just kill that 5/3. Static Shock again. They don't have another attack here though, so they need 1 more damage again if they're... What is this gonna be now? I am so mixed up on this turn. I think they were thinking they had another, you know, you can't attack multiple times, right? So something went a little amiss there. Sinestra already, but just absolutely useless right now. Nope. I need bigger stuff. I need expensive stuff to fill the turn here. Oh my god. Just an absolute disaster, man. I'm not gonna let them attack with that thing right away. I guess you probably play Sinestra next turn, but it sucks. We just have gone completely dead here, man. Like, just the worst. This, I mean, I guess gives me some removal at least. I've got a, you know, the opponent also honestly just isn't doing that much. We're both just kind of floundering here. It's really crazy. Feels like I need more card draw. I guess we just aren't generating very good stuff right now is the big problem, though. All right, so where do we start? We can kill Garona. We can purifying something, do it twice. Hey, Rite of Twilight might be nice. Okay, so you can go here and then Rite of Twilight this. And then Rite of Twilight that. Resuscitate. Okay, this could be a lot worse actually, man. This could be a lot worse. For Glory, actually, pretty sick card for later. We need that card draw like we said. Hey, yes! Are you kidding me? This is insane. I can't quite go for Glory though because I'm gonna refresh 2, but then this is gonna cost 3. You could agent the resuscitate maybe? No, that still doesn't help you really. I mean, I'm playing this either way, right? I think you're playing it either way. Are you going to agent? I don't think so, right? I think you just chill here. I think you just chill. Like, I hate that we're not using the refresh, but it's just worth it to clear the body. And, you know, in theory, that might get to attack again next turn as well, so that would help. Coin into an 8-drop. Opu's pretty great. They can kill my 2/3 now, but they're gonna take even more damage here again. Oh, never mind. No, they're not. Double Opu, I forgot. Flashback's pretty good. Dang. Resuscitate for us. Like, what does this guy do? Next weapon costs 1. Probably not good. Not quite a lethal setup yet. I think you start here, don't you? Sinestra is decent. You've also got your button, but I think... What am I even looking for, though, if I go this route? You know, I don't have, like, good AoE or anything. I don't know if you are going that route. You might just be doing Sinestra first, man. Just find an AoE or something. I don't know. It's going to have to be 3 mana or less to play it, though. Oh, Rotten Apple, actually, I don't hate. So maybe we can't afford to draw now, go Rotten Apple, because we know we're going to be alive for a minute here. Like, that's fine. So actually, though, I guess I am going to take 6 per turn off that, aren't I? But I might just be dead right now if I don't. I mean, I'm probably not dead, right? I don't know if I can take 6 per turn. I don't think I'm dead. I think I'm alive. I don't think they're killing us here. They've already used Rite of Twilight once. I think they're going to want to trade. I think they're just thinking about trades here. I don't think they're thinking about killing us yet. Maybe if they have some damage in hand, sure. But I'm gonna ride the line here because, you know, we're only gonna heal 14, but then you start taking 6 per turn. You know, that gets really, really scary. I'd rather this not double actually, because, or if it does double, maybe after we take more damage, right? So that we get a little cleanup there. And indeed, the trade happened. So not dying here. That's good news. This is certainly some life gain now too to recover a little bit, because now we're outvaluing the opponent pretty hard. So now we maybe go on the back foot a little bit, whereas earlier we were on the front foot, you know. Oh, normally they play this with the Twilight Mistress, but she's not here. So Eventuality plus Dreamweaver is 6, but Dreamweaver plus Right is a little more. I think that's good. Heralding Sinestra still totally fine here, by the way. These are actually demons, not beasts. I think we just go for tempo here again instead of worrying about button this turn. Again, we don't actually need the Rotten Apple right now. These aren't demon beasts, are they? No, just demons. They kind of look like dogs, but we do have a Rust Rot Viper. I don't know if that's worth spending 3 on for Supreme Dinomancy, but... So we're back to 20. Have the value advantage, still have Garona as a threat as well. Oh, that's pretty sick. That's gonna destroy their guy too, though, right? I think that's which they may not necessarily mind. You know, you get a card out of it. Might have been their plan all along. Glacial Shard again, yeah, not super strong. So we can hit for 6 to face here. Like, theoretically, if Garona were to hit here, I think they're dead, right? I don't know. Is it worth a shot? 2 cards up there. Alas. Alas. The Weasel Tunneler is back. Jeez. Black Blood is insane! Dude, what a hit! I am definitely going face, by the way, right? Like, I guess we don't have to use this weapon, but we have a good chance to draw another one, so I think we should. Black Blood's nuts, man. We get to fully heal up to 30, heal up our damaged minions, and we get a monster board. It's a great hit. This game has been so low octane. You know, sometimes you have high octane games. It feels like everybody's doing busted stuff. This game has just felt like we're both kind of limping along. This was the first turn I felt like we did something really cool. We took a Garona shot, I guess. This Garona looks pretty sick, by the way, dude. I didn't know I had this. Really cool. Can't quite tell what's in the reflection of her art, but something cool, I'm sure. Or in her sword, I mean. Dagger, whatever you're calling it. I don't see how we lose from here, right? What could they possibly do to handle all this? Sizzling Swarm is a real bad start. Kingslayers at this stage only helps me. This is just a concession here. Hey, it actually worked. They already played their Garona, of course. Yep. They were just digging for something, but yeah, I mean, they have more of the old school Herald focused list, right? Well, I mean, I don't know. Can't call it old school. You know what I mean? Like, I had seen, we'd already kind of seen that doing some work. Now I saw this list was doing both doing work. So this seems like the next step, I guess, or at least a step, a different step anyway. And now a word from our sponsor. Yeah, did you know I've been using the exact same deck tracker for 8 years now? It's the Hearthstone deck tracker by hsreplay.net, and I use the legacy theme, which people always ask me about because they love the way it looks. But for real, I checked. My very first video using Hearthstone deck tracker was Quest Warlock in Journey to Unguro. Hey Regis, what is the card add-on you have in the background? This is Hearthstone deck tracker. That is an amazing run. You know, from day one, I've used it to remember which cards are in my deck, a surprisingly difficult thing to do when you're streaming. But nowadays, it has all of these just crazy advanced features. You can hover over any card to see its related cards or tokens it might generate, or just highlight any possible synergies from your deck, which is especially nice for tutored card draw. There are tons of live counters that help you keep up with your opponent's cards and win conditions. And for me personally, the Mulligan guide is super useful to plan your early turns. So yeah, if you somehow haven't downloaded Hearthstone deck tracker in the last 8 years of watching me, I think it's finally time to download it right now for free at hsreplay.net. You might even find a handsome fellow on their website.